Hello guys! So I figured to record or make a video about how I make my monthly tracker, and it usually looks like this. I have my own system or method for my habit and goal tracking. So these are the daily habits, the weekly tasks, and then the monthly tasks. So I'm just gonna record the rest of it and how I label it. So this tracking system is what I use for myself, and I'm gonna share it with you. So let's get started. This is the basic outline of my tracker for the month, the daily habits and the weekly tasks. And now I just need to label it. If you notice, I keep on referring to the previous month just so I'm sure that I have the same number of squares or rows and columns that I need for my tracker. So now I'm just gonna label it. So I check that I have enough columns for each day of the month for my daily habits. So I have, I just use my own system with symbols and acronyms for each habit or task, like taking my vitamins, going to the gym. Then for the weekly, I usually divide it into 3 categories. So stuff like that I do on a weekly basis at home, like laundry or groceries. And then here is, because I DJ for an indie radio in Chicago, so how do I prepare for my weekly show? So I also do that since it's on a weekly basis. And then for my art shop, some of the important tasks that I need to do on a weekly basis. Sometimes I break down, the bigger monthly or weekly tasks into daily tasks, and sometimes they land here or they land on my daily agenda or daily list of tasks that I need to do. But this one stays constant. Month after month, I track the same habits, like what time I wake up, my morning pages. So I just have my own system, and I basically know what these letters mean, so that it looks cleaner and simpler, So I just assign a symbol or a letter for the weekly. If you notice, I kept checking the March calendar, because how I do my week is I start counting it from Monday. So my week goes from Monday to Sunday. So I was counting how many Monday to Sundays approximately there is in the month of March. So I counted 5, beginning with today. So 5 weeks that I need to track for March. So I'm gonna divide this weekly tracker into 5. So the first week, so I just put the range of the Monday to Sundays that I have. I listed it here on a piece of paper so it's easier to label them. So this begins today. Today is a Monday, and then ends on a Sunday. So I just put the date then I categorize the stuff that I do on a weekly basis into 3, so it's easier to remember. So I just label them. So this is for the daily, this is for weekly, and this is for monthly. Okay, and then for the weekly, I have it in 3 categories. It's super simple. So my usual stuff or tasks at home that I need to make sure that I do on a weekly basis, and then preparing for my my radio show, and then my art shop or my Etsy shop. For the daily habit tracker, it's obviously important to label the days. So I just do, there's 31 days in March. I already counted the squares here before I outlined it, so I just label it with the days until the 31st. And then March 1st falls on a Thursday. So Thursday. So I just labeled it with the day to just, you know, for reference, for easier reference. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and so on. Okay. So I've labeled my daily and weekly, and now it's time to label my monthly. So I just have a few monthly, some of them are not even tasks, they are just super important reminders, but they're super easy to do. But sometimes, you know, those things are easy to forget. So I have my own codes here. So something for my website, some subscriptions that I have. I have to review at least one album per month on for the radio. Yeah, I also publish newsletters for the radio, so that's on a monthly basis, so it goes here. And before I forget, of course, I also have to label my specific weekly tasks. So I'm done with my monthly. For my weekly, so there's the laundry, grocery, you know, my playlist, my DJ shift, then my Etsy listing, stuff like that. So done. They are all labeled, and this is how I do my monthly tracker, guys. It's super simple, clean, minimalist, and it works for me. It's a different system for anybody. You can, you know, work on your own method or system, whatever works for you. This can be a starting point because it's super simple and easy. You can, you know, you even have your own codes, so it's easier to prepare because you just need to write a few things. And that's it. While tracking, all I need to do is use a highlighter to mark the habits, the daily habits, or the tasks that I'm able to finish, like so, like the one that you can see in the month of February. Sometimes I miss things that I'm supposed to do on a daily basis, but it's okay. That's why you have a tracker, so you will always remember the important things that you need to do daily, weekly, and monthly. And that's how I do my monthly tracker. I hope you learned something from this video. If you do something similar, or if you have any suggestions or questions, leave a comment below. I'll be happy to answer them. This system works for me. You know, everyone can have their own methods or system that works for them. This is just how I do mine. Then maybe you will learn something from it. Thank you.